Hey Tube, what we've got today is something I didn't know I had. I was going through some stuff and one of my emergency packs, and I found this. It's a 12 volt powered heater, and it runs about 140 watts or so. And well, that's what it says on the front of it, but it doesn't heat. There's no heat coming out of it, and I want to find out why. So I'm just going to take the couple screws here on this side out and take a quick look at our heating element and find out exactly why it ain't working. So when I get this thing open, I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back, and I'm taking a quick look at this device here, and I want to find out exactly why it ain't heating. So we've got two wires that are soldered on this board here, and then our light. So I know our light powers up, and then you got your fan. It should spin in this direction, and then your heating element. So I've got to figure out why we're not heating. Our heating element isn't turning on and heating. Let's plug it up to some 12 volt power. Conveniently, I've set up battery over here, and this is a positive wire because it's got the white stripe on this one. You should always check polarity. Here's the negative wire. This has got some kind of a limit switch. It's got a good amount of air flowing, but we don't have any heat. So let's see if we can take this element out, at least a little bit. So it looks like this one would fit it. Okay, we're taking a look at our heater here. And I was having trouble with it before, and I just pulled it out. It comes out with two screws and two grommets right here, and this is a non-conductive material, and the inside part here is a non-conductive material. And the heaters are spiraled. Well, it's a thin strip of metal that's spiraled all the way around through there, and it's got some kind of a emergency high heat limit. I guess when it gets hot, this limit comes up right here. That limit right there comes up and turns off the heater, and then it'll turn it back on, and then it'll turn it off. Well, let's find out how it works. I got a 12 volt battery right here. So I can actually feel the heat coming off of this. It's really hot. I don't want the heater element to overheat, so I'm going to put it back together I was having trouble with it before. I think our trouble was in this switch here. So I'm going to put it back together, and we'll see how it works. If I can get back in its original. Oh, and if you haven't worked with magnetic screwdrivers, you're going to have to do that when you get little tiny electronics. So we got this heater element back in position. And now we're going to see if we can get it to work. Boy, this screwdriver is real slippery. Sorry about that. So I believe we got it working now. So now, the fan speed slowed down and I can feel heat coming out. So it looks like that switch that is on there, it just needs to be cleaned. That's a little bit dangerous with these on there. I mean, it's a good amount of heat coming right out of that thing. Nice amount of heat. That'd do real good in your car. But I found this and I figured it'd be a really good idea to run this thing during the daytime when the solar is out and putting out heat. It can heat the garage. They use about 145 watts. And I can run this in the garage and just keep heating the garage off of the direct from the solar heat, which is really sweet. It's not going to heat the entire garage, but any little bit helps. I see that my garage gets really cold at this time of year, and I just keep battling trying to heat it up. You know, anything I can do to get more heat in there is a good thing. That's good and hot coming out. I'd say it's probably about 110 degrees coming out this part right here. So this is just a quick video of this thing. It's not really the best. It's not really great. It's made of plastic. I mean, it runs 14 amps at 12 volts DC. So it'll help heat the garage a little. And I'm going to keep it away from any combustible materials, and that way it can, if it does catch on fire or something, if it runs for a long time, I'm going to run it for a good amount of time to see how it does. But this battery was fully charged before we started, and now it is. It's showing 11.77 volts. It's under a 14 amp load, and these are 18 amp hour batteries. So I should be able to run this for about 2 hours, a little bit over 2 hours before it would die directly off of these batteries without anything charging it. A nice little heater. This is Philip 20 with a quick emergency heater. I mean, it's a HO auto heater with pilot light. The light quit when I tapped on it.